I was not told that I was supposed to bring my Brazilian costume. It's a big pleasure to be here and have the opportunity to meet many of you. And it's particularly a big pleasure to see the very first event where we're bringing together our map communities, our developer groups, our business groups, as well as our students. And there is a reason for that, as I will talk a little bit about it at the end of my talk. We really want you guys to come together, collaborate a lot more, because I think if you do, we're going to be able to accomplish a lot more. In the next 20 minutes, I want to give you a very quick view on why should we care about emerging markets in Southeast Asia, talk about what we have been doing in your region in the last 2 months, and then share some of the success stories that all of you have been accomplishing in the last few months. Before I get into the content itself, let me mention to you that we co-located the meeting of all emerging market leads from Google here in Yogyakarta. They are all sitting here in these beautiful chairs, looking like kings in the first row. Do take the opportunity to grab them. If there is anything you ever wanted to know about Google plans, from product engineering, user experience, outreach, infrastructure, marketing, business development, partnerships, whatever, there is one person here that will be able to talk to you about it and go into a lot of detail. So please do take advantage of that. It's very unique. In fact, it's the first time that we have all of them co-located into a single event. Okay, now to the content. Why is emerging markets important? In the next couple of years, there will be about 1.3 billion people coming online. Out of those, close to 1 billion are going to be coming from emerging markets, which basically says that the growth of the internet penetration in the developed world is flattening. And it's not flattening, in fact, it's actually skyrocketing in emerging markets. So by 2015, we should have more internet users coming from the developing countries than from the developed world. And I think this is going to be a major change in the way the internet technology is consumed, the way innovation is going to be developed for these markets, and obviously the significant increase in importance of these markets. To give you a glimpse of that, if you look at the top 20 internet countries today, or actually at the middle of last year, you can actually count. We already have 8 of those countries being emerging markets, and that excluding China. That picture is likely to be changing dramatically, given that a lot more internet users are going to be coming out of these countries in the next few years. Also, from a GDP perspective, in case you are not aware, last year was the tipping point when the contributions to the world GDP got split between 50% coming from the developed world and about 50% coming from emerging markets. So as of this year, emerging markets is contributing more than all of the developed world to the world's GDP. I think that's quite significant. Obviously, Southeast Asia and Asia in general plays a very big role on that. They have significant contribution to the world's GDP. They also have already significant contributions to the number of internet users that are already online today. If you assume that internet penetration in these countries is very low, then pie, where you see the size of India, Indonesia, Philippines, etc., is likely to be expanding in the size of emerging markets. So obviously, Google being a company that is super committed to help any user, any business take advantage of internet technology, that tells that we as a company need to be paying attention to all of these countries, to all of these markets. So, as you already heard, we are operating in 12 countries today, all of which are nicely represented here. I welcome all of you, and I want to thank you, particularly those that have come from far away to join us here in this beautiful city in Indonesia. So, what have we been doing in the last few months, in the last year? So let me start by talking a little bit about what Google has done from a global products perspective. As you probably know, last year we launched the local domains of YouTube in the Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, and Indonesia. This is very significant because it allows now local content providers to not only include their content within YouTube, but allow them to monetize. So it's a major incentive for high-quality content to be coming within YouTube. And we learn over the years that every time we launch a local domain, the adoption of the YouTube platform actually grows very significantly and starts being used much more broadly in the country than it was before. We have also seen significant progress on Chrome. In case you guys don't know, the Philippines was the very first country in Asia where Chrome became the #1 browser. Followed by Malaysia, and then Thailand. And then my question is, who is here from Indonesia? Best browser. What's wrong with you guys? Right? So let's see if we can change this picture in Indonesia before the end of this year. But it's looking very beautiful, the trajectory. Okay, we have also continued to include, as you probably do know very well, a series of local languages, not only within Google Search, but within Google Translate. And in the last few months, there have been 4 new languages added to the huge list, as you can see here, of local languages supported by these products. And finally, we have actually launched the Android store in Indonesia. I had the pleasure, as you can see by the picture, to visit one of those stores
in Indonesia. Can you believe?
It's absolutely
Congratulations,
beautiful.
man.
I strongly encourage any one of you that is going to go through Jakarta,
What community
to go
do you
to the
represent?
mall,
Excuse me? Nice.
and go see one of these stores. And what you
May I
should
ask
feel
which
very proud about it,
May I ask
that
which
this
area?
store exists today only in Indonesia.
So you,
Okay?
you're part of the San Francisco team? Where are you out?
It got launched in the
So you
region
must know.
with a partner. It's becoming super successful. And the lessons learned from here are now going to be rolling out across the globe, including, hopefully, Mountain View at some one day. So it's nice to see a change of having some unique efforts coming into these markets before they actually launch in development. In addition to that, as some of you probably know, we did launch Street View in Thailand last year. And we are actually collecting data to be able to launch Street View in pretty much all the countries in Southeast Asia. So fingers crossed, and hopefully we'll see that launching in your country.
So it's impressive how much.
In addition to that, we have actually been working in several products that have been developed specifically for emerging markets. And to go into a little bit more detail on that, let me invite Andrew to give you guys an overview on that. Andrew.
So you came along with the VPs here in the EMs too. No more questions. No more questions.
Thank you very much, Nelson. So I wanted to show you a few of the special things that our emerging markets team is building, especially for the emerging markets. So as you know, we benefit a lot from all the different products that happen in the world, in our countries. But actually there is a team that is building especially just for countries like ours. So I wanted to demo you and show you a few of those things. Okay, so let me actually tell you what that's first. why don't I start with this one since we have the screen set up already. What I'm going to show you, many of you have probably played with Hangouts, which is the next evolution of Google Chat. And it includes Hangouts and so on. So what I want to show you is we know that in emerging markets, you don't always have a good data connection. And so it's important to still be able to get the message, even if maybe you are not online at the moment. So what I want to show you here is an example of one of the features that our team built, which was to integrate Hangouts with SMS. So let me send a message to somebody. Okay, I'm going to send a message to this person. Okay, I'm going to say, hello. Okay, so that's sent. So that was just sent through just chatting with this person. Now he's got things set up on his account. So that what happens here, as you see, is it gets sent to me as an SMS. So this is the phone of this other person. So
This is like the I.O. style.
okay.
Before even finishing.
I have two little videos to show you two other interesting, exciting things that we're doing, especially for emerging markets. So we switch over to the other computer.
I want to see how you respond.
A project that is new, special for emerging markets, called Beba Pay. And it's being piloted right now in Africa, in Kenya. This is a small card for Beba Pay. What is it? It's a way to do payments with an Android phone and with a prepaid top-up card. The idea is that it actually makes it safer for you. Instead of having to carry around cash, you can pay directly with your top-up card, and it's connected to a Google account. So it's a little bit like the first steps of a Google Wallet, especially for emerging markets. It's still in the very early days. It's being piloted right now in Kenya, and we're looking forward to reaching some levels of success that we can bring it to more and more countries. So what I want to do is show you an example, a little video of it, where we can see how it's being used on public transportation. Here we go. So what we see here is someone on the bus in Kenya. So here's how he takes money with the finger wallet. And here he is with a Beba card. Zap, straight on his Android device. And even if it's not connected to the internet, later, the bus company can make all these things connect. So the bus company can then make all these things connect. So the person on the bus paid, the conductor took the payment, and the whole thing gets connected. So the bus company itself doesn't have to worry about so many people putting a little bit in the pocket and have everything all work out electronically. So a very nice first step to bringing electronic commerce to emerging markets. So one other thing, I'm going to show you a little video of a program we've been running, starting off in Bangkok, and now we're starting to expand it. And this is where we go and help small businesses to get properly signed up on Google. So we know that it can be quite challenging for a business to know where to go, how to do it, how to get verified. So I have a little example here of one of the businesses in Bangkok that we helped to bring them online. I'll show you that.
Hi, my name is Shonawat Eklapayun. I manage the online team from Yogyakarta Hotel. Our hotel is 3-star hotel with 149 rooms. Our guests are from around the world, especially China, Malaysia, and Singapore. We were one of the first 2 hotels in the area when we first started. Most of the customers are here for business. Some of the customers could not really locate the hotel because of the marker on the Google map was in the wrong place. I have tried to fix this myself, but it was unsuccessful. Customers decided not to stay in our hotel because they thought that the hotel is not in Vietnam area. Moreover, there are new competitions in the area, which makes it harder to attract new customers.
Yeah. Or mapped wrongly.
The representative from Google came in and introduced us to a program called Google for Business Advisor. They explained the program slow and clear, trained me on using Google Places so that I can manage Google Place account by myself. In the end, the representative helped me correct the marker's position update the hotel's information, and add more image to attract online customers.
Great, that's the part I want to show you. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for letting me show you a few special things. So did you guys like it?
Yeah. But I do have some bad news for you. The support for SMS in Hangouts now means that you guys cannot use the excuse to your boss or had a bad connection. I have been using this for a long time. Traveling in emerging markets, it's so easy to say, oh sorry, the data connection was really poor. Right? Now he tells me that's not true. I knew you can get the message via your SMS on your phone. Should we bring Beba to Southeast Asia?
Yes!
Which country?
Mexico!
Bangladesh!
Mexico!
Okay, looks like all of them.
Sounds like crazy, right? Calling the name of Mexico here.
Quite a lot of progress in terms of growing Google's presence in the region. In case you are not aware, we already have
We're next step, I know.
office from Singapore.
We're next step, I know.
Quite some time. In the last 2 years, we have opened offices in Kuala Lumpur, Jakarta, Bangkok, and Manila. Manila being our youngest office of all. And the number of employees in these offices is skyrocketing. To give you an idea, about a year ago, we had 4 people working for Google in Indonesia. We have crossed 20 right now. Okay? And we continue to grow. In addition to that, we obviously are seeing a lot of success stories in terms of the adoption of our products. The Ministry of Education in the Philippines has gone Google for basically the whole educational sector that they support. In addition to that, 5 top universities in the country have decided to deploy Google Apps as part of our GAS program. 8 out of the top 10 universities in Indonesia have now deployed Google Apps due to the hard work of the Pita. Fantastic experience for us. And we already have 20 universities in Thailand that have deployed that technology as well. And the results and the feedback that we get from the communities in these universities is very positive. In addition to that, Google has rolled out in the Philippines a new program specifically focusing on females, in which we are actually trying to help them become more technology savvy and learning how to use internet technology, either for their professions, for their business, as well as for their daily life. The program has been running very successfully, and we are planning to roll it out in Malaysia and Indonesia next. And then there is obviously all the fantastic work that you guys have been doing. In case you are not aware, we currently have 41 GBGs in the region. And this year alone, you all have organized over 80 meetups and have touched more than 2,000 people. One of the things that it is important for us is that you guys all know that Google is super committed in helping everyone, every business, take advantage of the internet. However, our 20 people in Indonesia, our dozen of people in the Philippines, etc., have limited capability to reach out to everyone. And that's where you guys actually come into play, scaling that touch in a way that we can actually get to thousands or millions of people. And this basically allows us and all of you to bring technology and innovation to everyone anywhere in the world in whatever shape or form. And I chose to call this the GBG meetup in the Philippines because it was done in a very unique location. It was a meetup done in a boat. So as you can see, it's possible to do a meetup and be successful and make an impact on people's lives in many different ways. I will touch on the Google Student Ambassador Program. We continue to run this year in the region for the 2nd year. And this year we have doubled this number of countries that we are covering, 8 countries. with about 127 Google Ambassador students. Google Ambassadors are part of the program, and I hope the majority of them, if not all of them, are here and are having a lot of fun. Finally, this region has always had a very strong presence in the developer communities. Southeast Asia has over 30 GDGs. They are beating the crap out of the GDGs in terms of meetups. 70 meetups already this year, and 6 Dev Fests. 22 participations in the extended I/O sessions, and they also have managed to touch more people than the GDGs, 5,000 people. So a big plus for the GDGs. I learned in the last few days that you guys really love to compete against one another. And I've learned that the team in Indonesia, the GPG team in Indonesia, is trying to actually pass Malaysia in terms of activities. And they organized a secret bunch of meetups on Saturday, not announcing to their competitor countries, so that they thought they would be able to actually manage to pass Malaysia. But what they did not know is that Malaysia was also secretly preparing some for Sunday. I learned that Malaysia managed to still be ahead of Indonesia. So, let's see what's happening in the next 3 months. Finally, the mapping community has been doing an amazing job across the region. Here is just one example of the fantastic work that have been done in the Philippines. 93 map ups last year, resulting in more than 2,000 new members. They have been helping quite a lot in the, or they helped quite a lot in the 2013 elections. They have been involved in helping the crisis response efforts in the country, and also have helped in other countries like Pakistan. So big thank you to all of you. As you can see, this is a very, very vibrant community. You guys have been doing an amazing job, and I want to take a little bit of time to thank you. It is impressive what all of you are generating, are doing, in the level of impact that is coming out of this region. Just to give you some glimpse, today, if I look in terms of GBGs, all the top GBGs in the world are coming from Southeast Asia. Top country number 1, top country number 2, top country number 3 is coming from Southeast Asia. Chapters are also from Southeast Asia. And the GDGs grew 100% in the last 6 months, from 21 chapters to 41 chapters. Amazing. The GDGs are actually not much behind. As you guys know, the Philippines the Philippines has the second oldest GDG in the world. Extremely high level of activities. Organizing 11 Dev Fests, this is for the whole region, 11 Dev Fests last year alone. And in 6 months, growing that by 70%. In addition to that, which I think is super unique, this is the region that has the highest participation of females in the developer community. GSAs, 180 plus events organized last year, reaching over 51,000 students. And as you can see, a lot more in terms of G-Days, Google Fests, inside
going to share this presentation?
etc. This is a very impressive
so.
number. Thank you.
The numbers are
the map community
colossal.
is not behind at all of the other communities.
I know.
The two most added
I'm an Apple fanboy. Don't
are in the
criticize.
region, Pakistan and the Philippines.
Which countries?
Pakistan and Philippines.
Really?
Two most added now.
In the countries, Bangladesh, Philippines, Pakistan, Thailand, etc. And also have been involved quite a lot in elections. So, this is a very impressive amount of results. I really want to thank you, all of you, for your commitment, for the amount of effort and time that you put behind it. There is no way that Google could actually accomplish all of that without all of your support. So now, what is next? So how do we get to the next level? And we'll get to the next level if we do manage to come together. As you saw in the previous slides, most of what we have accomplished so far has been done in the context of the business groups, in the context of developer groups, or the students working on their own, or the map efforts happening on their own. If we manage to cross-pollinate all of you, to manage to get all of you to come together, and have the business guys help the developers be successful from a business point of view, the developers helping the business be more technology savvy, getting all the professional communities to work with the students, I think you guys can accomplish a lot more. This is the theme and the purpose of this event, is really to bring all of you together so that you can get to know each other and start thinking on how you can collaborate to accomplish even more amazing things in your country. So I ask you not to stay within your little cocoon, right? Go meet other folks from other communities from your own country. Go meet